So I spoke with pretrial judge, and I spoke with the coordinator. Per pretrial, he's tested positive presumptively, because they have to send it to a lab for confirmatory for alcohol and THC. I think they described his behavior as
Threatening.
well, I didn't get threatening, but
I got threatening.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you now, I'm not going to have you, and I'm not going to stand for your threatening anyone in this court at any time. That is, every part of this is an extension of us. I don't care where you're going. I don't care what building you're in, whether you're in pretrial services, whether you're taking a drug test. It's unacceptable, and I'm revoking your bond, and you now goes with you.
if I can, Judge, I don't believe there has been actually any evidence presented to warrant a
Hold
bond
on, Stephen.
revocation.
She told me yesterday that there had been multiple threats.
So, all right, to circle back, there's a couple things. In speaking with pretrial, I have not received any information about threats. I've received information about cursing and rude behavior.
Yes, Judge.
Don't
There was
speak.
no like threat of like harm or anything like that. It was just more so attitude. He was making people in our office a little bit uncomfortable just with his demeanor and the things that he was saying, but none of it, to my knowledge, has been anything, putting anyone in danger, threatening danger, anything of that sort.
This is where
You
I'll.
have an open criminal case. You're to be humble and contrite. And when you're not, and when you're threatening, abusive, harassing, I'm going to take care of you and I will light you up like a damn Christmas tree. Do you understand? It is unacceptable, the behavior that you have displayed here with myself, with pretrial, with the people down over there. And if you don't straighten up and fly right, I'm going to be all over you. Do you understand? One false move again. This is not supposed to be a happy time for you. And I don't know what I need to do to get your attention. But next time, I will classify you as a danger, revoke your bond, and make it so high you will have teeth falling out. Do you understand?
Sir.
Take a seat.
Thank you, Judge. Back to your point. Do you have a preference on the reset date, Judge?
Tell me what he tested positive for.
It was THC and alcohol, Judge.
Okay.
This is where I'll add that the court added bond conditions yesterday, so he had the magistrate.
I understand.
Okay.
He did have
So-
to use magistrate orders in October, that I did see that he was instructed over. It didn't have no alcohol, but it did have liquor.
October what?
October
14th, 15th.
Give me the last name again.
Bledsoe, BLED.
Oh, no. He's still smoking weed then. I mean, if they told him not to use any kind of illegal drugs and he tested positive right now, give me the date, please. Come up, Mr. Bledsoe. You're not off the hook yet.
This is where I will repeat my assertion that since he's out on bond, he's entitled to a hearing where the rules of evidence would apply.
What we're doing right now.
Well, then I'm going to object to hearsay to anything and everything being heard by the court.
What day was the magistrate condition for no using, please? October 20th.
I'll also give my spiel about THC seltzers that I could buy at Specs that have no alcohol but have THC in them.
You are not to use alcohol. You are not to use illegal drugs. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to test you again in 2 weeks from today. If you test positive for THC again, and I don't care what it is, I don't care if it's a gummy, I don't care if it's a joint, I don't care if it's Delta 8, if it's Delta 9, if it's Delta 352, whatever it may be, you will stay with me. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Get whatever records you need. But if you test positive for THC again,
Yes,
you're
sir.
on notice now. You will stay with me.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge. Have a seat back in there. Come on. But did you have a preference on the reset date, Judge?
2 weeks, whatever you want.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. You said
And
2
I'll
weeks.
test them back and we'll see.
Do you
But
want,
by then it'll be sufficient benefit that there's just no argument.
You want him 2 weeks from today testing on that date?
Yeah.
Okay, will do. Thank you, Judge.
For sure, Nate. You are Jonathan Leatherwood.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Officers were dispatched to a crash in Harris County, Texas. Officers arrived and observed the defendant as the sole occupant in the driver's seat. They observed red glossy eyes, strong odor of alcohol, slurred speech, and unsteadiness. Complaining witness told officers she was sitting at a red light when the defendant rear-ended her. Complaining witness exited and walked over to defendant's car and observed an open can of beer in the cup holder. SFSTs conducted 6 out of 6 HGN, 5 out of 8 walk and turn, 3 out of 4 one-leg stand. DICs were read and defendant consented to blood sample. His license is eligible and this is his first DWI, Judge.
Open container of beer while drinking, you say? Mr. Leatherwood, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I'm going to put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Yes, sir.
Do you have liability insurance in your name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm now taking away your privilege to drive. You are not allowed to drive. Do you understand? I'm also making that a condition of your bond. I would hope that you understand it's elementary that you're not to have alcohol in the car while you are driving. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Strauss. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, you pick up a new case, you endanger my county, I'm going to revoke your bond. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand? All right. I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'll get you to Victoria where we'll have you sign a reset. After that, we'll get you with Fleischer for your bond conditions. And after that, you're free to go.
Yeah, Judge, we believe, Your Honor, what was in the car was an energy drink, Judge. It was not alcohol, Your Honor.
It's just what's alleged, Judge. I mean, I don't have a photo of the
Judge, he has
can,
no
but-
priors. We would ask you, Judge, to allow him to drive while on bond.
They're alleging he's got an open container of beer in the car while he's driving. I mean, you know, if you show me that it's not, I'll take it away. But I mean, they're telling me it's an open container of beer. So do this. Is the video here? Do you have anything?
Yeah, it looks like we have some body cam, Judge.
Okay, do you want to take a look real quick to see if you see something different?
Take a look. Your
No,
Honor.
I mean, we've got time. It's
Yes, sir.
9:45, you know,
Yes.
we've got
Take a
all
look. I'm
day.
ready to approach.
Well, not all day, but you know,
Sir.
take a look real quick. I'll put this on hold if you find something different, you know,
Yes,
and
sir.
once they have time, they can go out, reach to the officer, see, hey, was it really an energy drink? Was it a beer? And let's see. But if he's drinking and he's in the car and they're alleging that, no, you know, there has to,
We'll go look at it.
yeah, sure, for sure. Mr. Leatherwood, heed this warning. You won't get another one. Do you understand? Okay, come on.
All right, Davis, come on up, page 7.
What, hey, Vic, what page? 17?
7, last name Davis.
Good morning, Mr. Davis. So you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
The complaining witness and the defendant are married. Officers were dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas. They met with the complaining witness who stated that she had called the defendant and noticed that he was intoxicated. Complaining witness then drove to the defendant's location to take his keys to make sure that he would not drive. The defendant
Smart. Wonderful.
The defendant refused to give her the keys. The keys ended up on the ground. The complaining witness went to pick the keys up and the defendant started grabbing her, pushing her, and hugging her as they both fell onto the ground. Complaining witness said that she fell onto the ground and she felt pain and discomfort, and the defendant was on top of her. The officer noticed the defendant was much larger than the complaining witness, leading him to believe that the defendant falling on top of her would cause pain as well.
So did he intentionally assault? Was it an accident? I don't, read it again. You said he fell on top of her. Isn't that what you said?
Yes, Judge. He hugged her and then they both fell to the ground. And then he had fallen on top of her when they fell to the ground.
This is a specific intent crime.
I don't think we have an offense report, Judge.
Well, nevertheless, this is what we do now. This is the probable cause hearing. You got to have it now.
This is a DVD case, Judge. I don't think that the complaining witness has been ripped yet.
Doesn't matter. We got what we got here, and I don't see intent. You know, in life, Mr. Davis, it's Davis, right? There are people who drink, they become very happy. You know, they're great to hang out with. They crack jokes. They're just the life of the party. And then there are those people, when they drink, they become the devil incarnate. They get horns. They just become terrible. If this strikes a familiar chord, don't drink. You know, it sounds like someone's trying to do something very loving, you know, really. I'm going to find no probable cause now because I don't see intent, but just be careful. You know what I mean? Just, you got one life. Be happy and be nice. All right? Just take a seat for me, please.
All right, Judge, next is case 17, Laverne, Asia.
I'm sorry, I missed the page. I was like
17.
zoning. Ms. Laverne? Good morning. Ma'am, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Any witness and the defendant were dating for 6 months. On 12/4, officers were dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas. They met with the complaining witness, who stated that the complaining witness and the defendant were at their uncle's house for food. When the defendant became angry, the complainant had received a call from another girl. Complainant called the girl back to prove she wasn't cheating, or he wasn't cheating. Defendant snatched the phone from complaining witness and began screaming at other party. Defendant grabbed complainant by the throat with her hand and struck him multiple times with a closed fist, causing pain. Complainant called police when the arguing calmed down. The witness stated he did not observe the fighting, but did hear defendant say, I hit you and I'll do it again. No visible injuries were observed on either party.
Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do we know, do you guys have the rip done? Do we know if he wants to continue to have contact with her?
The DVD case, Judge, and we don't have the rip on this.
Okay. I don't know if he wants to have contact with you. So until I know what his wishes are, I'm going to order you not to have contact with this person. Do you understand? Ms. Laverne, I want you to understand that I'm going to protect every person in my county. If I have to put you in custody, I'll do it in a heartbeat to protect everyone. Do you understand? There's a protective order that's been issued in this case. You need to get to know it. If you violate this protective order, the state can file a violation of protective order. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. There's a residential restriction. There's things that you can't do. So take note and don't have any contact. Don't have any weapons with this person. Do you have any questions? I don't want to talk about the case. I'm just over the conditions. Do you have any questions? How old are you, man?
22.
You're 20. What do you do for a living?
I'm going to school.
Where do you go to school?
San Jacinto.
Okay. Do you work?
Yes.
What do you do?
A dancer.
A dancer.
Yes.
Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, ma'am? Okay. I'm going to order you also as a condition of your bond not to use alcohol or any kind of illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, likewise, I'm going to revoke your bond. I'm not asking much from you. All I'm asking you to do is follow the law. Don't use alcohol. Don't use drugs. I'm going to test you. Do you understand? In fact, I think I'm going to send you for a test today because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. Come back, and then I'm going to find you a lawyer, ma'am. All right? Okay, please. Hi, Casey.
Hey, how you doing?
Two.
I do have a plea for you today on Mr. Bryant.
You said Mr. Bryant?
Yes, Jason Bryant.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Bryant. Oh,
So it is actually not a second.
Your Honor, if I may, it's not a second because our investigator reached out to the county and found that the records were expunged. So,
But still,
Your Honor, under the code, you can't use expunged records for purpose of enhancement. And we reached out to appellate to confirm that as well as other people, as well as from the AG's office, and they've all.
so what happened? Did it get dismissed?
So
Expunged?
It's a conviction.
it's a conviction that was
You still
expunged.
enhance it to a second?
We can't use
Not
the
with an
expunged records,
expulsion.
Your Honor.
Technically, they shouldn't even know about it.
Yes, that's the issue. So for that reason is why we put a reduction to a first.
So if
Yes.
we could refile it as a first, but we're not allowed, like per our appellate division, we can't use it for enhancement cases, like to upcharge to a second.
Here's the thing. You've already had one that's dismissed. You now pick up another one, right? You know, when do we say when? When do the proverbial slaps on the wrist stop? You know, how old are you now?
41.
You're 41. When do we get it? You know, do you watch the news? How many times a day do people die in Harris County because of the DWI?
Every day, all the time.
Every freaking day, every single day. And the problem here is that what I have found when we go too low on punishment with repeat offenders, I have found that they wrap their car around the pole the next week. And that's why I have an extremely hard time of taking another proverbial slap on the wrist if you've even had one dismissed. Because who's to say you've learned anything? Tell me about the facts, will you, please?
Yes, Judge. One moment, Judge. So the facts were the officers were dispatched to a major crash call, and a witness stated he arrived at the accident, observed the defendant sitting in the driver's seat of the vehicle with the engine still on, and saw the defendant get out of the vehicle and sit by a tree. The officers observed the defendant to be sitting under the tree near the vehicle and was.
Did you say there was an accident?
It was a single car
It was a single
accident,
accident.
Judge.
He had hit a tree, and then he was being treated by HFD upon the arrival of the officers. And the defendant's vehicle had right bumper damage and windshield down and the glove box open from the accident. And that's when the officers found a loaded handgun on the sidewalk and another single 9mm near the vehicle. And then the officers then observed bloodshot, watery eyes, slurred speech, and a strong odor of alcohol coming from the defendant. And the defendant was unable to walk due to the injuries from the accident. So the defendant admitted to driving, crashing the vehicle, and owning the firearm. He also admitted to consuming the alcohol. And that's when the defendant was transported to Memorial Hermann by ambulance and was unable to perform SFSTs due to the hospital visit. And a blood draw was performed.
What was the blood?
It came back at 0.153.
Did you guys enhance it to a 15 above?
No, Your Honor, we did not.
How did they even charge it as a second when you're telling me that it's been expunged?
Originally, it was charged using the expunged records because they only ran an NCIC, and for some reason it came up on NCIC when it shouldn't have. That's the issue.
Forever, for the rest of your life, you now see, even if it's expunged, people still see it. Doesn't matter. You know, in the future, going forward, what do you think is going to happen if you get pulled over and an officer looks at your record? Right. From now on, you're looking at a minimum of 30 days in jail. I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Bright, I don't want to take this. I don't think it's fair. You know, I don't on any seconds because, you know, there has to be consequence for behavior and it's not fair. This is the last time you will get a proverbial slap on the wrist. I want you to understand that. Anytime you get pulled over, they're going to see all this. You will get taken down. All you have to do is push a button on your freaking phone. $30 to $40 on an Uber will take you anywhere you need to go. Do you understand? How much money have you paid them to represent you? How much money have you paid to represent on the first freaking DWI? And now you're back. I'm going to tell you, if you act like a child, I'm going to treat you like a child, and I'm going to put you over my knee, and I'm going to spank you like a little child. You come back here, but I'm going to do it with a ton of jail time. Do you understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. You can never change this or undo this. Do you understand? How to plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated. I will find you guilty. I will sentence you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for 1. I'm going to suspend your license for a year. Do not drive until you get a license. I am also now going to hit you with the DPS surcharge that you will be required to pay. That is a $3,000 surcharge you're going to be required to pay. You will also be required to pay the court costs, which are around $400 to $500. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to get it one way or the other, because if you don't, every $100 that you owe, you will be sitting 1 day in jail. So you can imagine on a $35,000 to $4,000 bill right now that you're going to get, how much you will sit in jail. Sure. I want you to understand that we will not tolerate DWIs in Harris County, and we're going to get blood one way or the other. You understand?
Yes, sir.
It's just not fair when it's so easy to find another way. You know, I like to drink. I like to drink a lot. I love my mules, really, really spicy. And I love to go out with my wife. How do you think I do it though? Right. And then I can just be towed, you know, but that's the responsible thing to do. And I hope that you really get it from now on, because God forbid you do something that you really can't walk away from. Do you understand?
Sure.
All right. Good luck. Thank you. Hi, Ms. Brown. How are you? I'm sorry to see you in this circumstance. You know, you now picked up a terroristic threat, serious bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail. You know, the thing that I told all them that I'm happy that you didn't follow through. That, you know, sticks and stones, right? But words can hurt sometimes, right? As you now see, you've now picked up a new case. I don't know how we go forward now. What do we do? I don't know either. You're at 19, right? Where do we go? Because you had a home to go to, but we don't know if we can put you back in the home. No way under any circumstance am I going to let you just out on the street. That's a death sentence. Because where would you go? Who are you going to be with? How are you going to eat? I can't do that. We can't just give you a PR bond. I have to know where you're going to go, who you're going to be with, so we don't set you up for failure. Do you know the phone number to that house? Have you given it to Josh? Okay. Don't say it out loud. If you can write it down, we're going to try to get in contact with them. We can call now so that we can see if they're willing to take you back, and then we'll go from there, because I don't know how we're going to go forward. I don't want to let you out on the street. Is there anyone here, do you know, for her? You've been in contact with the caseworker, social worker, or no?
There's a caseworker and then also her appointed guardian.
Have you talked to them lately?
Not since this new case.
Okay, so I guess, can we try to do that today? Let's roll it to tomorrow. Let's see, are they going to accept her back? If not, how do we go forward? I don't want to keep you here for a long time, but I don't know how to go forward at this time. So let's give it a day. Let's see what Josh can find, and then we'll bring you back, okay? All right, sticks and stones. I'm glad that you didn't follow through. That's good. Now we have to get you to learn self-control so that you don't flip out. That's the name of the game now. All right? Think about it. Okay. All right. Thanks. Antonio.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is a new appointment, Sandra Dawn Stumbo. It's a 2019 case.
Yes.
State, apparently there's no evidence, and I guess they want to evaluate it for dismissal.
Yes, Judge. Right now, we just put in the request because at the time, I guess they didn't request the body cam and dash. So we just, yes, Judge.
Oof.
We're gonna reach out to see if we can get that within the next week or so, 2 weeks.
No. I'm not going long. I mean, this case is, if you guys didn't do it back then, hey,
Yes,
this
Judge,
case
which
is
why
over
I
2,000 days old.
That we're gonna look, see what we do have, and we will likely be willing to dismiss after we look at it briefly.
Okay, let's set it a week.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to waive her appearance.
All right.
Come up, Ms. Stumbo. If you ever take off on me again, there are going to be so many zeros behind that bond. You're going to be looking at 15 eyes. Do you understand? You must be back in a week so we can determine where we're going to go with this case.
Can I explain why?
Doesn't matter. You have to understand, your excuse goes in one ear, goes out the other. The only thing that matters are choices. You can either make a good choice in life or you can make the wrong choice. When you show up to court, good things happen. And when you don't, there's consequence. You're old enough to understand that. Like I said, you take off on me again, get ready, because it's going to be a long ride. Okay, Antonio, we'll see you in a week.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, bud.
Hey, Judge, I had a quick question for you also on Booker. So you said that we could reset her. She went and did a drug test today and was clear.
Great.
So I was gonna see if we could reset her out till after the new year. She'd been coming back for GED proof.
That's right. Yeah, I'm okay with
She
that.
showed me, she's called, I mean, almost a dozen different places. I mean, she's working to get into it. I think with I think it's the timing of the year. It's somewhere.
Come on, Ms. Booker.
Yeah.
But that's like a month, you know? And I want to make sure that, is she in and doing the studies, or she hasn't gotten in yet?
She showed me a lot of screenshots. People are responding and we're gonna get back to you. And she's spoken with people in person.
Yeah, I spoke
So
to,
what's happening?
I spoke to Mr. Charles Jackson on the career and recovery. He
Oh,
says,
yes. Isn't that the guy that we spoke to?
She was here, we spoke to him on the phone.
Was it regarding her case or was that someone else?
I want to say hers.
So we didn't have the specific
Yeah.
last time we were here. We got the list at the end of the last session.
yeah.
Who was that with?
But he said he wasn't taking any clients until January 8th. And
Oh, this is a great guy. We have him. We had him on another person. And remember, I called and it wasn't her, Stephen. It was someone else. And God, who was it?
It was Connor's client.
There, see,
Yes, right. Good job. Dan, you're the best. You're so good.
yeah,
He's a good guy. I like him.
I did speak to him.
Okay, so then if he's, okay, I'm willing to wait for you to get with Mr. Jackson.
List.
But
Okay, yeah.
get on the list. Don't mess around.
I'm not, of course.
Okay, so what did he say? What day?
He said January 8th is when he's taking new clients.
So let's set you for January 9th. I want to make sure that you get in with this guy, okay? If for some reason that day you don't get in, I'm gonna call him myself.
Okay.
So that one way we'll get, okay? But just call him back, say, hey, man, I talked to my judge. Judge is cool with it. We're gonna wait for me to get in with you guys because he knows you and he likes you.
Okay.
So that way it's more kind of, you build a rapport with this person, okay?
Thank you.
Do that and we'll wait for you to get in and we'll get you out with that GED one way or the other. Okay? All right. Thanks, Josh. All right. Good job. Good morning, Ms. Rocking Pelu. Did we really have another bond violation?
no, we think this is the issue we were having where it was incorrect.
Oh, so we're still, but nothing new has happened?
No, nothing new.
Okay.
And so we're just trying to get them past it. We were gonna have a hearing about it, but we just decided to do a time serve on this and then deal with the Star Court stuff upstairs and be done with it.
Are you guys familiar with what Star Court is? I have no idea.
Actually, I am actually, because I used to.
Okay, what is
Star
it?
Court is a drug intervention. It's kind of like the sober court where they're actually report to the court in front of the judge. They have probation officers. They have basically a
So it's a
attorney for them.
sober court for felony cases?
Right, for drug cases, yes.
Do they go into treatment? Is it outpatient,
They can-
intensive?
They can actually go
It
into it.
depends because it's for our sober court, it only addresses alcohol, and drug court is drugs and alcohol, so it just depends on what the client's issues are. But they do participate in treatment.
You know, you're on two very serious felony probations for two DWI thirds. I cannot imagine that they're gonna bend over backwards to help you as many times as they have, Mr. Akinpelu. Really? I mean, when do we say when? The courts here we're not asking much from you. Really, we're not. The only thing that we're asking from you is don't drive and don't drink alcohol. That's literally the only thing we're asking you to do. And you come back over and over and over and over. And at some point, excuses lose value. If my kid makes a mistake and I tell him, okay, bud, don't do it again. And he does it again. All right, come on, man, I told you. And he does it a third time and he does it a fourth time. Do you think a sorry means anything? No. That's what we have here, over and over and over, like a little child. It's time to grow up before they throw your ass in prison. I mean, what is it really going to take? Some people really only learn the hard way. Is that what's going to happen to you, Mr. Akinpelu? Only time will tell. You now stand charged with driving on a suspended license. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 3 days that you've done. You need to understand a couple very important things. Number one, it's going to go on your record. You're now facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up in here. Number one. Number two, the fact that you are on probation, you're pleading guilty to this offense, they can revoke your probation, and this can result in further confinement. It can result in you ending up back in TDC. You're looking at 2 to 10 of the penitentiary if you pick up any more cases. You also need to understand that it's possible that DPS suspends your license on top of this. I have no control what DPS does, but they're probably going to suspend your license. Don't start driving. It is a condition of your probation now. You are not to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an interlock on it. Do you understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense of driving while your license is suspended? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. Don't come back. Really. And please, don't kill someone. I'm begging you, don't kill someone on the road. Good luck. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Mr. Atkins, do you need a paper back for the courthouse?
I don't know how many times we're really going to bend over backwards to continue to let you out of jail. At some point, your actions become your own. I understand that you've had a hard life. I understand that you've not had people in there to guide you. That's why we are here now. We want to help you. We want to lead you in that right direction. But at some point in this life, your actions become your own, and you cannot continue to blame this, that, upbringing. Just, you have to know what is right. You have to know what is wrong. And the most important thing is self-control. You have to learn self-control. 90% of the people that are in jail because they have no self-control. They act without thinking. They speak without thinking. If I say this, what's going to happen? If I do this, what's going to happen? That's what you have to do. You're going to get upset again. It's going to happen. But you have to control yourself. Do you understand? What did I just say? What else?
Sometimes you have to control it.
Self-control. Do you understand? I'm going to give you one more short example, okay? If you get into a pissing match, if you get into a fight with someone who has power, like the power of arrest, like a police officer, someone who has the power to put you in a segregated room, if you get into a fight with this person, you're nearly going to lose every time. But if you tuck your tail between your legs and own it, more than likely they're going to let you go. I've used this example a lot. A while ago, I got pulled over by an officer. I was driving and I stopped. There's a stop sign there, right? Or I think, no, it was a red light. And it turned green. No, it was a stop sign. And I get to the stop sign and I stop, but it was maybe for like a second. Cop comes behind me, woo, pulls me over and comes to my window, extremely aggressive. Why didn't you stop? What's wrong with you? You really could have injured someone. You know, officer, you're right. I'm sorry. I messed up. It was stupid of me. I won't do it again. And I'm really sorry. You know what he did? What do you think he did? Yeah. What do you think he would have done if I said, no, that's bullshit. I didn't do it. I stopped. I swear to God, I stopped. You're wrong, officer. What do you think he would have done? Well, or probably just given me a ticket. But if you tuck your tail between your legs and own it, 9 times out of 10, good things are going to happen. That's what you need to learn. Self-control. And you know what? Even if you're right and they're wrong, it's okay. It's not a big deal. But that's how we live. That's how we mature. That's how we grow up. Your actions now are your own. You have to realize that. We're working hard to get you out. So Josh and Morgan here have gone above and beyond the call of duty to try to get you out of here so you don't sit and languish in jail. We're working hard for you, but we can't keep you doing this. At some point, it's not going to happen again. So if you come back with a third case, if you are unable to control yourself and something happens and you either hit someone, or violate conditions again, get ready to stay with us. Do you understand? What did we learn today? Self-control. It's not hard. You're going to get upset, but just relax and everything will be fine. All right? Okay. So what we're due, have you spoken to them yet? You know? All right. We're working. We can't get you out today. It'll be tomorrow. We're trying to get you out hopefully by 2:00 tomorrow. The only thing that's pending now is we need someone to pick you up. So that's what Josh is doing right now to try to get someone to pick you up. If he can find someone, we'll get you out hopefully by 2:00 tomorrow. You'll be in there. Now, I don't want you to have contact with, who is it?
Chanson Cobbs.
Say it again.
Chanson Cobbs.
Do you know who this is?
Sure.
Please don't have any contact with this person. Don't have any weapons. Also, with the assault that you have, you're not to have contact with this person too. You understand?
Sure.
As long as you can do that, self-control, we are all happy. Okay?
Sure.
All right, Ms. Brown. Good luck. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Josh.
For Chanson Cobbs and
On her probation for those.
You know, add those.
Okay.
Yeah, add on the probation, we'll just continue it.
Okay.
No contact and then no weapons. And then, what are we gonna do with the other case? Just, I mean, I guess take your time. I'll waive her appearance for now. Hopefully she's, did we ever do a TRAS?
Oh, we did. Email me back and said she's gonna reach out to the CSO for compliance to see if she's gonna go.
Okay, does she know this?
I'm assuming it's.
Okay.
I'll reiterate that.
Okay, as soon as she's done signing, I'm gonna reiterate to her that we expect you to.
Judge, I also had one I was gonna ask you about that was, Alex. Yeah. So Laverne, L-A-V.
Hey, did you appoint her? Oh,
That's one I was talking
like,
about.
hold, Stephen, Ms. Brown, remember, one more thing. You will be in the mental health intensive caseload, okay? This is also to help you out. I expect you to still do this, okay? It's an anger management class, and we just want to monitor you to make sure everything's going well. So I'm going to continue your probation now, okay? I want you to continue with it, continue to do what you're supposed to do. Do you understand? So just keep doing what you're doing, be nice, and Shatori will tell you exactly what you need to do, okay? Okay, Ms. Brown, best of luck. Yes, ma'am. Okay,
And I was putting Miss Laverne, L-A-V.
Laverne, that's it.
She was sent for a test.
And?
Just alcohol. That's all.
Come up, Ms. Laverne. How old are you, ma'am? Okay. No more alcohol, no more illegal drugs. Now, you only tested positive for alcohol. Good, but I don't want it for the foreseeable future for now. All right. Have you guys got the rip done? I saw Conrad here. He took off.
Your Honor, the RIP has not been completed on this one.
Conrad's in trial today, Judge, so
Okay.
I mean, we can ask him,
Just
but.
don't rush. I mean, if he's in trial, he's in trial.
Yes.
Let's not bother him, really. So Ms. Laverne, I don't want you to have contact with this person. I don't want you to have any weapons. You got out of jail because we gave you a PR bond. You're not gonna get another one. You gotta understand, you pick up a new case, you violate conditions, your bond hits $5,000 to $10,000. If you don't have anyone to pony up that money, you'll be stuck like Chuck. So just understand that. We're not asking for much. Be nice. It's not hard. You understand? No contact with this person. I've given you a lawyer. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with Josh. If Josh tells me he can't get a hold of you, ixnay on the PR bond A. Do you understand what that means? No more PR bond. Be nice. It's not hard. All right? Okay, man. We'll just have you sign a reset. We'll have you get with Fleischer if your bond finishes, and then you're free to go. Okay. Thanks, Josh.